Hi, this is Stephanie Manley with Copycat.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade Twix. Homemade Twix are wonderful. We start out with a wonderful shortbread cookie. We're going to add some nice caramel bits on top. We're going to let the caramel melt, and then we're going to dip these in chocolate. So what could be better than that? One thing I love about making homemade Twix is I can switch out the milk chocolate for a darker chocolate, so I get a much better flavor. This is how Twix really should be. So let me show you what we need to do to get started. First, we're going to cream about 2 sticks of butter, that's a ½ pound of butter, in a mixer. We're going to let it get nice and creamy, and then we're going to go ahead and add in our sugar. Be sure to click into the description box for the exact ingredients in here and the instructions. They're listed on my blog. So we've added in our sugar, and we're going to go ahead and let this mix together. We're also going to add our salt. We're going to drizzle in some vanilla. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our flour. We're going to add in 2 cups of flour. Now again, it's really important when you measure flour that you actually scoop it and put it into the cup. This way it's nice, even, and consistent. I know sometimes we all want to just like scoop our flour in there, but sometimes you can really pack it in and end up with way more than you intended. So this is a great way to be consistent in measuring your flour. Okay, so in goes 2 cups of flour. And we're gonna let this form a nice soft ball of dough, and we'll be back in just a second to show you our next step. All right, so I've turned my cookie dough onto a floured board, and now I'm gonna go ahead and roll it out. You wanna kind of roll it into a nice square shape so we can cut our cookies. You may need to go ahead and put a little flour on your rolling pin. All right, and so when you get your dough rolled out, you kind of want to just square it up a little bit. We can always re-roll part of this, so don't worry about it. And now we're going to go ahead and cut them for our candies. So go ahead and make the dough and divide the dough in a couple of parts. Right, and now we're going to take a fork and just kind of prick the cookies. This way they'll bake nice and evenly. All right, and then we're going to transfer them to the baking sheet. So before we bake these cookies, we're going to put them in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. This will keep the cookies from spreading out too much. So I'm going to put them in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes till they turn nice and golden brown, and we're going to be back. I'm going to show you what you do next. Okay, so now we're going to cover our Twix cookies with caramel. Now all I did was I took a few of these, heated them up in the microwave for about 45 seconds, and now I'm going to take this and spread it over the cookie. You see that covers it really nicely. So go ahead and cover your cookies with the caramel, and then we're going to dip these in chocolate. You see that covers it really nicely. Okay, so we're going to melt our chocolate chips. We're going to have a couple of cups of chocolate chips and about a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. We're just going to melt these over a double boiler until they become nice and smooth and melted. Now it's time to dip the cookies inside of chocolate. Now our chocolate is finished, it's melted, it looks gorgeous. So we're ready to go. So all we need to do is take one of our cookies and just drop it into the chocolate, and then you're just going to turn it over and then put it on the wax paper. So we've just made our homemade Twix bars. You can see they're wonderful. We've got our caramel in here. We have our chocolate and our cookie. You see that was really, really easy to do. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up here on YouTube, and please be sure to subscribe to this channel so you can see what we're cooking next.